Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be teaching how to multiply fractions and dividing fractions. So let's look at couple of questions in multiplying fractions. So we'll start off with multiplying fractions. Fractions. Okay. Now let's take an example. Say you have 2 over 27 multiply 3 over 18. Okay, so there's a question here. Now, to resolve this question, what we need to look at is we have a look. We can look in both directions. So you've got one direction here, one direction here. So we can see what factors go into 18. So we know that 2 times 9 makes 18. Yeah? So what you can do, you can cancel these two. So you have a 1 here, we have a 9 here. And for this case, we can see what factors go into 27. How many 3's go into 27? Now, we know that 3 times 4 is 24. And we can see 3 times 9 is 27. So we'll divide that by 3, that will be 1, and this will be 9. So your answer is 1 over 81. And you leave the answer as it is. So that's your fraction resolved. Now let's have a look at the let's have a look at another example. Say we have 2 1/5 multiply 3 4 6, for example, and you get a question and you are asked to multiply it. So how are we going to multiply this? So this is in proper fractions, yes? Proper. It's proper fractions. Now what we need to do in this case is you have 5 times 2, you multiply this, a big number, with the denominator, that's the numerator, that's the denominator. 5 times 2 is 10, and then the top part you add. So 10 plus 1 is 11 over 5, multiply, 3 6 are 18, you multiply again, 18, 18 plus 4 is 22. So you've got 22 over 6. Okay, now we need to see, now you've brought the proper fractions down into improper fractions, okay? 2 terms, that's improper. The reason I call this improper, or we call it improper, is because we see that the numerator is greater than the denominator. Okay, now here we can see that how many factors go into 11 to multiply by 6 to make 11, sorry. So what goes into 11? So you have 6 here, 6 times a number should make it 11, but it will not happen, obviously. So we know that this cannot go into this, so we leave it as it is. And for this case, same applies, because it doesn't go into this. You get 520, you know that 5 times 2 is 10, 5 3 is 15, 5 4 is 20. Well, we have 22 here, so we leave it as it is. So the answer then becomes, when you solve this question, you multiply 11 22, 5 6 is 30, so you multiply 11 times 22, that gives you 242. So your answer is 242 over 30. Now let's see if we could simplify this. You've got 30 here. You can leave it as it is, but then you need to see whether that can be further simplified. So let's check again. 11 times 22 is 2 there, 2 there, 0, 2, 2, and you have bring 2 down for 242, over 30. Now let's see if that's divisible by 2, the numerator and the denominator. Now we see again that the numerator is again greater than the denominator. Okay, now it's still an improper fraction. Okay, now let's see if we can further divide this by, say, we take a number 2 for example. So we know that 30 divided by 2 becomes 15. So we know that straight away. And then let's see if we can divide the top part. So if we divide this by 2, that will give you 1. That will give you 2 and 1. So that's 121. Again, it's an improper fraction because we can see that the numerator is greater than the denominator. Okay. Now let's see if we can break this down. Okay, into proper fraction. Okay, now you can leave the answer as it is, but obviously your teacher or your examiner will want you to further simplify this part for the reason of making you aware that how further can you go by solving this fraction, and how well you understand the question, and how well you understand. Do you understand it enough to take it further? Okay, so let's have a look at this. 121 over 15. Now 15 times 2 is 30, 15 times 3 is 45, 15 4s are 60, and 15 5s are 75. Now what goes into 121? How many times do we need to multiply 15 with? So 15 times 10, that's 150. 15 times 9. Let's have a look at this one. If this works, 9. So 5 9s are 45, 9, 10. Again, 9 1 works. So let's have a look at 8. 5 8s are 40. We've got 8 here, 12, 120. Yes. So 5 8s are 44, 8 plus 4, 12. So that's 120. So now we can convert this into proper fraction. And you have 8, 15. Okay? Because we know that 8 times 15 is 120, and you have 1 at the top. So that leaves me with this answer. So that is the answer, okay, for this question. 2, 1 over 5th, multiplied 3, 4 over 6. Now that's a GCSE question, and it carries around about 2 to 3 marks. So that's 2 to 3 marks. So if you show this working in your GCSE examination, you will get full marks for it, 3 marks, because examiner wishes to see all this working out. An examiner wants to know that he's giving you a question in a proper fraction format, and how you solve it during the process. It turns into a from proper to improper. My apologies. From proper to improper, and then from improper to proper. So you'll be tested on that. Proper, improper, and from improper to proper. So be aware of that. I hope this video is useful, and I look forward to hearing from you again. And please do give me your subscribes and likes and dislikes, and I'll carry on with teaching. Thank you very much.